They want to implement a global system of digital identification for us all that would be connected to our bank accounts, Michael Snyder reports. It doesn't take a genius to figure out where this could be heading. For a moment, I would like for you to imagine a rather chilling fictional scenario. Not too far in the future, all global citizens are required to possess proper digital identification, or else they will not be permitted to access the new global digital financial system. Central banks all over the globe have rolled out their new central bank digital currencies. But in order to use those currencies, you must prove that you are who you say you are, and the only way to do that is with a new global system of digital identification that has been introduced. As cash is phased out, those that resist being part of the new global system are increasingly pushed to the outer fringes of society. Hardly anyone is willing to employ them any longer. It has become virtually impossible for them to get loans, and they are looked down upon by much of the general population. And then after the vast majority of the global population has willingly signed up for the new global system of digital identification, it's announced that the system will now become mandatory. That means that anyone that does not submit will not be able to buy, sell, get a job, or have a bank account. You may think that I'm exaggerating the dangers of the global system of digital identification. I wish that I was. Once the global system of digital identification is introduced, it will rapidly become our most important form of identification. It will become more important than your driver's license and more important than your social security number. Pretty quickly, it will become required for almost every financial transaction that you make online. A lot of people may think that would be a good thing. After all, there are so many scammers and thieves on the internet these days, and I would agree that there is a need for more financial security on the internet, but I'm 100% against any type of global digital identification system because the potential for tyranny would be off the charts. Unfortunately, that's exactly the type of system that's now being proposed by policymakers at the United Nations. In May 2023, policy brief entitled A Global Digital Compact, an Open, Free, and Secure Digital Future for All, we are told that an open, free, secure, and human-centered digital future is absolutely critical for the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. The present brief proposes the development of a global digital compact that would set out principles, objectives, and actions for advancing an open, free, secure, and human-centered digital future, one that is anchored in universal human rights and that enables the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals. It outlines areas in which the need for multi-stakeholder digital cooperation is urgent and sets out how a global digital compact can help to realize the commitment in the Declaration of the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of the United Nations, General Assembly Resolution 75-1, to shaping a shared vision on digital cooperation by providing an inclusive global framework. Such a framework is essential for the multi-stakeholder action required to overcome digital data and innovative divides and to achieve the governance required for a sustainable digital future. Most people in the general population would not be too alarmed after reading that introductory paragraph, but as they say, the devil is in the details. If you go to page 8 of the policy brief, you'll find the section where a system of digital identification linked with bank or mobile money accounts is proposed. Digital IDs linked with bank or mobile money accounts can improve the delivery of social protection coverage and serve to better reach eligible beneficiaries. Digital technologies may help to reduce leakage, errors, and costs in the design of social protection programs. I briefly mentioned this the other day, but I don't think that most people understood the impacts that this has for us all. Under such a system, if your social credit score gets too low, you could be put in a digital jail for a certain period of time. Your digital privileges would be suspended for a while, and that would mean that you could not buy, sell, or live your normal life for the duration of your punishment. Of course, if you insist on being a repeat offender enough times, you could have your digital privileges revoked permanently. So then that's the end of your life. Obviously, that's my comment. What would you do then? You wouldn't be able to buy or sell anything. You wouldn't be able to get a job. You wouldn't be able to have a bank account. At best, you would be a total outcast from society. Don't be fooled into thinking that this sort of system is a long way off. 3 months from now, the European Union will mandate that all member states offer a digital identity wallet to every single one of their citizens and businesses. The European Union will mandate digital identity under eIDAS 2.0, which will go into effect in September of this year, 2023, and ensure all member states offer a digital identity wallet, DIW, to citizens and businesses. According to the European Commission, at least 80% of citizens should be able to use a digital ID solution to access key public services by the year 2030. Initially, participation by individuals and businesses in EU systems will be voluntary, but over the past few years we have seen how quickly voluntary measures can become mandatory. When I say that we are living in one of the most critical times in all of human history, I'm not joking. There's a reason why the UK, the EU, and the US are all getting ready to roll out CBDCs. And there's a reason why digital identification has suddenly become such a hot issue. They really do want to build a digital prison for us all, and if you plan to object, the time to do so is now. This is by Michael Snyder. He says about the author, my name is Michael, and my brand new book entitled End Times is now available on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 6 other books available on Amazon, including 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, commissions earned. And when you purchase any of these books, you help to support the work that I'm doing. And one way that you can really help is by sending copies as gifts to family and friends. Time is short, and I need help getting these warnings into the hands of as many people as possible. I've also started a brand new Substack newsletter, and I encourage you to subscribe so that you won't miss any of my articles. I have published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the most important news. And the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the world. I always freely and happily allow others to republish my articles on their own websites, but I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making any legal, business, financial, or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media on Facebook and Twitter, and any way that you can share these articles with others is definitely a great help. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, I strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. And this is by Michael Snyder on the Economic Collapse blog. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.